Today we're going to talk about the brachial plexus, and the brachial plexus is one of the very important plexuses in the human body that innervate the upper limb and the adjacent areas to the upper limb. And the first thing that we need to know about the brachial plexus is where it comes from, where it originates from. And it originates from the ventral rami of the spinal nerves from C5 to T1. So we have C5, C6, C7, C8, and T1. And we need to know that there is no C8 vertebra, but despite this fact, we have a C8 spinal nerve. We have a C8 spinal nerve. And so this will be basically situated in this region. If this is the neck and this is the shoulder, this is the pectoral region. So it comes out from this region and goes to the upper limb. So this will be the right anterior part of the anterior part of the right shoulder, like this region. So then, what is the pattern, or how is the brachial plexus formed? We need to know that there are portions of this plexus that are arranged as we are going to say them. So the first part is the roots of the brachial plexus, and in this part the C5 and the C6 will anastomose with each other. The C7 will go along the way alone, and the C8 and the T1 will also anastomose with each other, as we can see. This is the roots. These roots will lead to the formation of trunks. So we will have three trunks. We will have a superior trunk, we will have a middle trunk, and we will have an inferior trunk. Then, and this is one of the very important parts of the brachial plexus, these trunks will intermingle with each other, forming divisions in the following pattern. So we will have something that looks like this, and this part here, and this one will give us the anterior division, and the part left in red, this will give us the posterior division. And we named them anterior and posterior because this is related to the axillary artery. What happens is that the axillary artery passes in the middle of the brachial plexus, and when it passes through this region, so the ones of the anterior division will be anterior to the axillary artery, the ones posterior will be posterior to the axillary artery, or deep behind the axillary artery. And so these divisions will give chords. So accordingly, we will have these like this and this. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it goes through this region. So this will be lateral because if it goes like this, and this will be on this side of the body, this will be on this side of the body, so this is more medial. So we have lateral and medial, and the one behind the axillary artery will be the posterior cord. So we have lateral cord, posterior cord, and a medial cord. 3 types of cords. And then we have our final part, which is the terminal branches. Terminal branches of the brachial plexus. And so we will have something that looks like this. This, from the lateral cord, is called the musculocutaneous nerve, and it's most lateral. It receives innervation from C5 to C7. We have the axillary nerve from the posterior cord, and it receives innervation from C5 to C6. We have the radial nerve, the thickest nerve in the brachial plexus. So radial, and it receives innervation from C5 to C8. And from the anastomosis between the lateral and medial cords, we will have the median nerve, and the median nerve will receive innervation from all the roots of the brachial plexus, so from C5 to T1. And from the medial cord, we will have the ulnar nerve, which receives innervation from C8 to T1. So this is a map to illustrate the pattern of the brachial plexus, but this is not everything, because these are just the terminal branches. There are other collateral branches that help in the innervation of the scapular area, the part of the thoracic area, and so on. And we will mention these in the next video that just talks about these collateral branches. Where do they come from, and what muscles do they innervate? So until the next time, I thank you for watching, and see you.